When we talk about networking, sometimes people think, oh, social media, I hate it. Oh, posting, like how do you stand out in the crowd? What makes you stand out is picking out something that really means something to you. We're jumping in to research Erin's network to figure out how we can get connected to your dream roles. This is hands-on learning to research the way a researcher would.
And that was a shift for me. It's like, oh, I'm not going to stay online. I'm going to start online.
Because you don't want to go to a party or an event and go, oh yeah, you're someone famous. And what was it that you worked on? Leading with curiosity. And two, we're letting go of your fears. You're letting go of your fears by saying, this could actually happen. I say, if the front door ain't opening, you look for the side patio door. It's amazing who knows who. So don't underestimate your network.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm overwhelmed.
It is overwhelming if you don't have someone to work with.
Like, I wouldn't have even thought to click on that one side. I feel like even just using these connections right here is a step forward than where I was before.
Your peers are sometimes your best connection. Let's say they have a job they can't do, and they're like, oh yeah, Erin sings my part, or Erin plays my part well. So then they sub you in. Bam, there's your breakthrough.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
This was so great to explore how an actor can make connections. I'm wondering if there's anyone who's looking to pitch or connect a non-acting project.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Who do you want to connect with?
Literary agents.
What author or publishing press is your dream target? Like what?
Yeah, I don't even have one, to be honest with you. I read randomly.
Let's break it down so it's not overwhelming. It helps if you know the genre, because agents look for specific genres. You're going to go through LinkedIn, and don't mind my eyes wandering. I am listening, but I'm going to poke around on my end. Who does your entertainment lawyer like working with? Maybe your entertainment lawyer has some literary agents or managers that they want you to work with.
That's great advice.
Look at your amazing 500 plus connections. Look at how connected you are. Amazing. This is your social wealth that you have not activated. Let's activate it. Our laser focus is to see who you might have forgotten about. Oh, Alice. Her publisher might be partnered with a larger publisher who you like. So we're looking at parallels. Remember, we're trying to enter through the side patio door.
So would she take one of those authors and look them up on LinkedIn?
Let's grab that. And this is where you trust your gut and intuition. We all know Isabel Allende, her manager, lit agent, might not be interested because they're more established. However, remember what I said about the junior agents? You can look at that company's staff and then find a younger Gen Z face.
See, okay, that's really a great idea.
So what you do to take the overwhelm out of it is say, I'm going to budget 20 minutes to 30 minutes to just research something. That way you're like, okay, I did it. The point is to activate your social network.
Because you gave me like just a new way of looking at something, which is wonderful. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So we're at the top of the hour, but we're going to go another 15 minutes if you want for a Q&A.
I want to know how to connect with you.
You can always reach me at my website, which is therecognizedactor.com. I offer everyone new a 20-minute consult, free.
Quick question. Do you ever do one-on-one in person?
That's in my private coaching, and that's also on the website.
Therecognizedactor.com.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I also offer introductory first-timer complimentary consult. I see that Debbie raised your hand.
What constitutes a connection? When does it become an actual connection versus just, hey, we spoke for 2 minutes while we were working together?
Yes. Oh my gosh, Debbie, you are in perfect timing. first find your strengths. If you shared a connection over coffee at the craft table, and you happen to be a baker and that person said they were gluten-free and you happen to bake gluten-free, that's my thing. Because my strength is I bake gluten-free. And so I found out she was gluten-free and I was like, I'll bring you a gluten-free breakfast brunch. Can I meet you then? And she's like, oh my God, a homemade brunch? Yes.
Jen, you said something, and it was right in front of me, but I couldn't see it. And you're saying it right now. Be of service.
Exactly. That's find your strength, work with your strength, and be of service. What can I offer the world? Because this world is so take, right? That's why you research. Look and see what they are passionate about and what you're also jointly passionate about. But if you hit an emotional chord that they're passionate about, yes, please bring me brunch.
When you're making that connection, are you, to me, that's, if someone said like, hey, I saw you on blah, 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 can I bring you breakfast? I'd be like, who the hell are you?
I was looking for a lit agent or manager. So I was like, hey, I'm trying to find an agent. Can we talk over brunch and I'll bring you brunch? And she's like, yes, of course. You're best friends with my best friend. So even though we're not professionally linked, let's do it. That's how I transitioned a social introduction into a business conversation. Usually when you say, I'm looking for advice, that informational interview is very humble. Two more things I want to say. You know more people than you think. So one connection of Camille's friend Alyssa could lead to all the other question answers that Camille might have. The next point to tell you is if you don't know someone, we can help you find someone who can help you get to know them. That's the Maven principle. My sister was being very funny. She pointedly picked out a pedicure manicure place across from a place that she was trying to target meeting people. Like totally Elle Woods from Legally Blonde. What's one thing you can take from today's webinar that you could put into action? Erin.
I think that just having a more focused research, like I was just focusing on casting directors and producers, and now I feel like then it's broad, more broad, like I like the side doors, like you said, but I feel like it's even more focused than just random casting directors.
Yes, love it. Thank you. Camille, what's your takeaway?
Well, I'm going to go back to LinkedIn and start looking through Alyssa's, because where I stopped at her publisher, you know, I have to look through her network and see who else that she's friends with that's authored, you know, published, authored, who they're like, that's the next thing I'm going to do on my list for sure. Go ahead.
Yay, thank you. See, you'll have more resources and social wealth than you've even began to tap, right? We're going to turn the tap open. Lori, what's your takeaway?
I'm encouraged by the dive I can do. For what it's worth, when I was pitching unscripted stuff, I was able to reach like the head of John Legend's company and get them to respond to me. Like LinkedIn is the shit. I love the idea of, oh, I make a killer chocolate muffin. Can I bring one by and chat with you for 15 minutes about blah, 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 blah.
Let's keep going around just one action step, one sentence. Christina wants to say what you learned.
What I learned is to activate and go on LinkedIn, IMDb Pro, and write down all the people that I know, contacts, and take the other step. I'm a procrastinator, so thank you. This is making me motivate myself to do things.
Yay! And I see Jim. What's your one takeaway?
Well, that pitch video that Erin did, that's a great idea. My network is deeper and wider than, you know, I would think.
Fantastic. But we're over time and we should wrap up. Doreen, how would you like to wrap us up?